All right, here we go. I've got my geek headset on, so you know it's serious. How to get free leads from Zillow. So this is actually a strategy that I've talked about before, but I found that some things are easier to show than to explain. And so I'm going to do a quick video on this particular strategy. But first, I want you to know you don't have to have a listing. In fact, we've been doing a series on how to make friends with Fizbos and use their listings to generate leads and potentially even help them sell their house, right? Kind of a win-win scenario. But today we're going to talk about how to use Fizbos to get leads from Zillow, all right? So here's the deal. I'm just going to break it down into 3 easy steps. Step 1 is to actually call a Fizbo, right? This is kind of nerve-wracking for a lot of people, especially if you're new to real estate. We hate making cold calls, but the reason why we hate making cold calls to for sale by owners is that we normally get hung up on. They hate us. I mean, just remember, the reason why they're not listed with the realtor in the first place is probably because they don't like realtors, right? So here's what you don't do if you don't want to get hung up on, okay? So don't start your whole relationship by lying and telling them you have a buyer. That's like the typical script, okay? Don't do that. Don't recite stats and tell them how they're leaving money on the table if they don't if they don't list with the realtor. You're not going to convince them in one conversation that they need to be using a realtor. All right, so just leave them be. Basically, don't do all the typical stuff that most agents do that Fizbos friggin' hate. Okay, so don't do that. Instead, we're going to try a different strategy. Right? So you're going to call up a Fizbo and you're going to say, "Hey, are you the owner of whatever property, 323 Whitney Drive?" And when they say yes, you're going to tell them, "Okay, great. I'm a realtor. And I found you on Zillow. I was wondering if I could just come take a video of the property." Right? You're not going to get a lot of resistance to this question, right? But if somebody, is kind of, because again, they don't trust realtors, they think that this is like some kind of scheme, they're going to ask you, well, why? And, you could have a million reasons why. You could tell them you got out-of-town customers, if it's true, right? Don't lie, don't make something up. You could tell them you are going to be meeting with some buyers soon and you hate driving, and so you just wanted to have a video of the property to show them rather than whatever the case is. Let them know that the reason why you want to take a video is to help them sell their house. All right, as long as that's your motivation and it's not something sneaky like ultimately you want to try to win their listing, okay, they're going to let you do it. All right, so instead just ask if you can come take a video of the property. Don't worry, this will all make sense in just a second. Okay, step 2, shoot your video. So go out to the property, take photos, take a video. You can just use your phone. You don't need anything fancy. And then you can use listingcake.com to create your listing video. All right, this video isn't about promoting our free tool, Listing Cake. It's free. All right, go do it from your phone, your tablet, your computer. You can upload all of your video clips and your photos straight to Listing Cake, and it will basically like splice them all together and make them look super polished, and it'll put like a nice overlay that makes you look like a professional movie editor, and then it'll even put some background music that makes it really nice. Right? So you can use listingcake.com to create a professional looking listing video. Right? This is where it gets interesting. Once you have the video, we're going to move to step 3. This is where you offer your tools or you offer free help to the for sale by owner. And remember, this isn't about some ulterior motive where hopefully you're trying to get the listing. Okay? If that happens, and it does happen when you use this strategy, if that happens, it's going to happen naturally. You don't need to push them into it. Okay? So instead, just offer your tools for free. So here's my basic script. I'm going to try to run down the script. You could put this in your own words. But basically, you want to show them how to connect with more customers on Zillow, and then you want to offer to let them use your tools for free, and no matter what they choose, you're going to win either way. So let me show you. So for example, I recently did exactly this strategy with a for sale by owner. Her name was Tommy. Okay. I also did it with another company or another couple. My brother and I did it with a couple named Pat and Jesse. Okay. So I called them up and I said, I'm just going to use Tommy as an example. I'm going to say, "Hey, Tommy, this is Chris. I took the video of your property yesterday, and we shoot the breeze for a couple of minutes. I tell them how much I like it. I told them how good it looks, and then I asked them if they want me to share the video with them." Every homeowner is going to tell you yes. Okay, they're super curious to see how good their baby looks on video, right? So they're going to tell you yes, right? don't just send them the video. Instead, send them a single property website that features the video. So this is really easy to do, especially if you use our Pipeline Pro tools. You can take the YouTube video or the Facebook video, wherever you decide to upload it from Listing Cake. It's just a couple of steps, and you can embed it on a single property website that features their baby, their home, in the best possible light. And it gives all the information, it gives all the selling points, and it also has a video. Okay. And so I start off the conversation by saying, look, I found that one of the best ways to get your home sold fast, if you don't want to use a realtor, is to share it on Facebook and to ask your friends to share it on Facebook too. Now, here's the deal. This will actually allow you to connect with a lot of buyers, and it'll allow me to connect with buyers who are interested in your house, because there's actually a really cool like a capture form on this link that I'm going to send you. So check out the video on the link, and then I recommend that you share it on Facebook, and also privately message all of your friends and ask them to share it too. Sometimes you can get a little viral loop going, and you might get thousands of views on your home the first week that it's live. All right, and they're always really excited when I tell them this, because it's just it's just cool. They get a free website that I've set up for them. I'm not asking for anything in return, and I've showed them how to share stuff on Facebook in order to get more views. This is, of course, going to capture me a ton of leads because I have the entry form. But again, we need to get to Zillow. Okay, so once I've passed that part of the conversation, I tell them that'll get a lot of traffic up front. Of course, most of your traffic is going to come from Zillow. I said, however, have you noticed that on Zillow you're not featured very prominently on the listing? In fact, they feature agents right next to your house. It almost makes it look like they're the listing agent. And Tommy said, yeah, actually, that really burns me up. Okay, all for sale by owner, all owners share this in common. It really pisses them off that Zillow puts their information down at the very bottom of the page. So that's what I tell her. I say, Tommy, in fact, when I got a hold of you, I had to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page to find your information. It makes it harder to sell by owner, right? In fact, it looks like you have a listing agent, which I know is what you're trying to avoid, right? And now she's agreeing with me. And so then I would tell her, I say, we have a way that we can help you connect with more customers on Zillow. Basically, you can let people text a unique property code to a service that we use, and it will automatically text them back a video tour, and it will allow you to capture that person's information at the same time in case you wanted to call them up or try to sell them on the property. Okay? And we just brand the lead photo so that it has this call to action on it where you text for free information. And I'll show you an example of this in just a second. And it's totally free. We can set it up. It's no issue. And it's super easy. All you have to do is say the word Tommy, and I'll do it for you. And of course, Tommy's naturally suspicious, like most for sale by owners are. And she said, okay, well, what's in it for you? And I said, well, obviously the point is to sell your property, but of course, we're going to connect with lots of buyers, and we're going to try to sell them other properties. So it really helps me out. But the truth is, I'm going to give you two options. I can either have the photo be branded with your information, so they text you for a free video tour, and you can share the video tour that I've already created, or they can text our system that will handle it automatically. Now, it doesn't matter to me what you choose. Ultimately, I don't care. Some for sale by owner, some owners like to use our service because it handles it automatically, and you don't have to worry about texting somebody back in the middle of the night if they're surfing online, or getting texts all day long asking for a video tour. Just kind of saves the headache to use our tool that does it automatically. Okay, so it's up to you what you choose. Just let me know what you want to do. All right. Now she's already sold on the idea. She just has to choose whether she wants her information or she wants our text capture service. All right. No matter what they choose, no matter what Tommy chooses, I'm gonna win here. Okay, and I'm gonna show you why. Because either she has her information listed and she loves me because I'm such a friendly guy, and when she 82% of for sale by owners ultimately list with an agent, she's gonna come knocking on my door, or I'm actually gonna, and this is what 80% of homeowners choose. They choose to use our service for free because it's a little more professional. It'll take the headache away, and they'll use our text service, and I'll be capturing leads on autopilot. So no matter what they choose, I'm going to win, but 80% of people are actually going to choose the method that allows you to capture a ton of leads. All right, so Now, this is where the rubber meets the road. Now you have to actually go execute on the idea that you just sold them on. So you go to freephotobranding.com. This is another one of our free tools. Okay. Yeah, we got free tools out the yin yang. So go to freephotobranding.com, upload her lead photo from her Zillow listing into this. It's going to brand it with whatever call to action you want. It's super simple. Just walk through the steps. And then you're going to email it back to her and have her upload it to her Zillow listing. Now remember, for sale by owner, she's the listing agent. She's the one that actually has to update the listing. You can't do it for you. So you just email her the picture, and this is what it looks like. Okay. So you've got, for free video tour, text 10001 to this phone number, right? And this is the first thing that people see when they open up the Zillow listing. So they don't see all of the agent information that you see down here. Okay. They see this and they send a text, and this is going to allow you to capture typically about one new lead per day, sometimes only like 3 to 4 per week, but it's per listing. So you can rinse and repeat this same strategy with every for sale by owner currently on the market in your city. Okay. All right. Now, when somebody texts this code to the phone number, here's what you get. Free video tour here. They can watch the video right here in their text messages, right from their phone. Great professional looking video. And then it actually has the phone number of the owner programmed in, which I did through our Pipeline Pro Tool system, so that I can call the owner if I'm interested in more info, or the buyer is. Okay. All right. So I've showed you all the tools that you need. You need Listing Cake. You need freephotobranding.com to brand the photo. You're also going to need some kind of text capture service if you want to capture leads from Zillow for free, right? So I recommend, of course, Pipeline Pro Tools. This is the system we built from the ground up to help realtors capture leads. It's super simple. The awesome part is it's only $99 a month, and that's just like the monthly, no contract, no activation fee. You can actually get it a lot cheaper if you pay quarterly or you pay yearly. Okay. But $99 is the worst case scenario, and it comes with basically all the tools that you could ever need in order to, all the tools you could ever need in order to capture leads and start growing your real estate business rapidly. All right. And that's it. All right. So steps 1, 2, 3, you want to call the for sale by owner. You want to call the owner themselves. Step 2 is you want to pitch them on how you can help them. Number one way you can help them is to help them connect with more people on Zillow. Only takes a couple of minutes. And then step 3 is, wait, I got those backwards. So you're going to call the Fizbo, then you're going to go out and shoot the video. And then step 3 is offer your tools, right? The best side benefit that you're going to get from this strategy, not only are you going to be capturing leads on autopilot where you don't even have to think about it, so you got buyer leads coming in all the time. The best side benefit is that you're also going to get for sale by owners who love you. And of course, we're all familiar with the statistic that 80% of them eventually hire a realtor when they get frustrated and they don't want to do it on their own anymore. Okay. So you've positioned yourself to where you're nothing like any other agent in the market because you use different strategies. You're not pushy. You don't care about the listing. And they're going to come knocking on your door. This already happened to us twice. In fact, Tommy that I mentioned has already started asking me about listing the property if she can't get it sold by the end of the month. Okay, so I basically already have a listing appointment in the bag, and I didn't really have to work for it because I was just getting free leads all along. All right, so try this strategy out for yourself. Let us know how it works. Super excited about this. And my favorite part is it doesn't cost anything. Just get on Zillow and start reaping some of that traffic that our listings have generated for them. Just start reaping some of that back in the way of leads of people texting you for video tours. Super cool. All right. Hope this is helpful. Talk to you guys later. Bye.